even catch my breath. The wrong fight, friend. still alive, so that's progress. Bet I can crack that open.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Never a dull moment.
What? Lady AQ still playing that game? I don't have one ready.
It's an orphanage, Ukta. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection, at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult?
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Arm any children old enough. If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Uktar. We're playing host to a hero. You recall our reports of Ketheric Thorm, General of the Absolute, Champion of Merkel, unkillable Tyrant of Moonrise. Meet the one who killed him. A little less impressive as revelations go. You'll forgive the spying, I hope. The Guild keeps watch for anyone of interest passing through our gates. I'd say you qualify. I already know the one thing about you that I need to. You've crossed paths with the cult's leadership before, and you're still standing. I mean to burn the Absolute from the face of my city. So if you mean to help, congratulations. We just became the best of friends. I wasn't surprised to learn you two had fallen in together. I could make a guess at what she needs from me, too. Bring her here. Whatever questions she has, she'll want to hear the answers directly from me. So, remind her to pay an old friend a visit, would you? Until then. All hail the Absolute's worst nightmare. How can I help you in your war today? Oh, did you enjoy the encounter? I have no doubt you gave them a good talking to. The rats usually keep a lid on their nastier notions, but with the Stone Lord business distracting me, Some are starting to test the leash. All the more reason to be rid of the cult quickly. So I can remind my crews it's not a leash round their necks if they cross me. It's a noose. I need to see Jaheira. Just so happens, she'll want to see me too. Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. We don't. The Zhentarim work for me. Time was I'd charge the bastards double if I let them into my hall at all, but times change. The Guild is many things, but it's not an army. If the Absolute keeps pushing in on our territory, then I need a little weight to push back. Simple enough. After Jaheira warned me and then disappeared, I went nosing into the cult for myself. I could bore you with the details. How I found evidence of Gortash's projects, traced him to Orin the Red, and made a safe bet there was some dried-out old necromancer to round out the three. Because it's always the dead, bloody three. Has been half-gods who can't help but make their irrelevance everyone else's problem. Oh. You've got some juicy little tidbit I haven't heard yet. Huh. It seems like my intelligence on you was patchy at best. That's annoying. You are until you're not. But if there's a tainted elder brain slopping around below my city, I think we need one another more than ever. So, as long as you can keep a lid on what's growing inside you, we're allies. Until you can't, and we're not. Simple enough, I reckon. Now, war to be fought. You need anything? You have. But don't be so quick to bat away a helping hand. You find few enough of them in this city. The Flaming Fist can be bought. The Harpers are scattered, and the Parliament of Peers, well, they're just generally too inbred to be useful. The Absolute's at our gate, and the Guild are the only ones truly standing against it.
How can I help? I question the wisdom of that decision. I'll be here in the...
A true pleasure to watch you tell the Archduke exactly where to put his alliance. One cannot embrace a viper, only get entangled by it. And we learned something. One chosen thinks to send us against the other, while they sit safe behind their defenses. Good. Ketheric thought he was safe too. Ha. The Guildmaster wishes to see us, does she? Better we call on her home than she on ours. Lead, then. As you wish. Wherever we go, ye gods, let there be something green.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kelemvor's well.
Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, Guildmaster.
No, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, I've just let a harper walk through my guild hall, noticeably unholed. Because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you. How nice. You won't find many of those in my guild hall.
We won't tax your hospitality too long, Nine Fingers. I'm searching for Minsk of Rashomon.
A big name, that. Such information does not come cheap, High Harper. Not in normal times. Of course. Seeing as these are not normal times, and we're all such good friends, I'll do better than tell you where he is. I'm bringing him here as we speak. Or parts of him, at least. I gave no orders about the condition of his corpse.
What treachery is this, Nine Fingers? Have you thrown in with the Absolute too?
Against my own city. Careful. You're in very real danger of hurting my feelings. It's Minsk who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name with it. The Stone Lord.
Lies.
Minsk was never one to need much persuading. Not when it came to spilling my people's blood. In his short reign, the Stone Lord and his crew have earned a reputation. Pure brutality. No survivors. And where he mows my people down, this ripe little cult takes root. But not for much longer. We have word on where he plans to hit next. And he'll find us ready to hit back this time.
Nine Fingers. Estelle. Call off your ambush, tell us where he is, and we'll handle this.
We? I heard what happened to your Harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, but this fight's too big for you alone. If you're half the friend you're posing as, you'll tell her that her part in this is done. The Stone Lord's fate is sealed. We have a bigger war to fight. I'd rather turn our talk to that, but if you need a moment, Jaheira, well, you've earned that much. My guild hall is open to you. Have a drink, Jaheira. Have a rest. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame for the city to lose 2 of its heroes in one day.
There's little point in pressing Nine Fingers further. She means what she says. But we swore no vows. She won't tell us where to find Minsk? Someone else in her guild hall will. We need to be swift. I suppose we must greet the local wildlife. Guildhall is awash with ale-scented gossip at the best of times. These days, they have nothing but the Stone Lord to talk about. Ask it. You speak of a battle more than a century past. Baal's minions led us through a maze in the Undercity, older than Baldur's Gate itself. We paid little mind to the path ahead, let alone how we might return, or that we would return at all. Still, the Undercity shifts. We might search down there. Or better yet, find a ballast to lead us. I did, though I don't often speak of it. So many seem to think they know the whole story already. I find it a pity to correct them. We can speak of old battles later. Our plate is piled high with catastrophes enough for the present, huh? It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And help won't come from the There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose to assume the best.
Knife. A hot one, I think.
A charm, of course. And then you'll do it yourself.
No distractions, mate. Nine Fingers has me watching over Pierre Priss here. Wants her friends and Parliament close, with this new Duke making moves.
You did not see me. A peer of the Parliament openly walking the Guildhall would sell a few copies of Baldur's Mouth, I expect.
See anything of yours? No, you didn't.
Bare hands.
Don't mind the ladies' court. Just a game we play. Figuring how we'll kill you if you cross 9 fingers.
Careful around the Steel Watch. The old guard gave thieves a slap on the wrist, but those bolted bastards will rip off the whole damn arm.
What's the point in paying the guild for protection when they've pulled back all their crews? There's a bloody army coming!
Before you ask, I ain't got none of that plum Prosecco. Now, what can I get you, newcomer? Around here, silence is golden, mate. Best remember that. Now, what can I get you? Beverages of distinction, or in some cases, extinction, if you ain't careful. How you feeling today? Lucky?
Victor isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Sometimes stuff we... See anything you like? Let's talk price. See anything of yours? No, you didn't.
Action, not reaction.
What's next, I wonder?
See anything you like? Let's talk price. See anything of yours? No, you didn't.
Indolence breeds madness.
Can't give up now.
Wow, look who it is! Glad to see you in the city. Hope you found plenty of coin in Ketherick's coffers. Ready to do some business? Oh, I've got a few ideas. I'll be running this whole place in no time. Ready to do some business? I survived the hells when Elturel fell. Compared to that, slipping out of Moonrise was child's play. Sure is. We work for Fetcher, handling what you might call pre-owned goods. Talk to Sticky. He'll cut you a deal.
Don't bug me. I'm making plans. Big plans, see? Fetcher isn't himself, so... let's just say the
See? Nine Fingers is a master of strategical. She's clever, Foss. Won't fight the Stone Lord out in the open, but she's got a spot picked out, see?
I don't care about Stone Lord Tut. Don't care about some ambush. I asked, do you eat my last pickled ooze? Huh? Bugger off! I'm talking to my friend about an ooze.
Now. He who keeps his manners keeps his teeth. Besides, you are only pretending to be as wine-soaked as your friend here.
How can you tell?
I've been to fouler festivals than this, and you have the stage presence of Volothamp Gedarm. Now, you were speaking to my friend. Politely.
Didn't eat it. It's one way to prove it if you really want out.
An assailing mist dampens your face. Stale beer, garlic, and whatever else lurks in Tut's stomach.
How'd you like the smell of innocence? Bet you're a good sport. So what was I saying?
The Stone Lord. And swiftly, please. I can only hold my breath for so long.
Stone Lord, aye. Bastard's going after the counting house, but he doesn't know that there's just another guild operation, huh? Nine Fingers is gonna catch him with his claws in their coffers. I pity the bastard.
The counting house? But what the hells could Minsk want there?
Happy? Now, away with you. We want drink in peace.
Yeah.
The counting house. More bastion than bank, I'm afraid. Minsk must have a way in. But he's never had much use for coin beyond whatever sharp steel it could buy. There must be something in the vaults the Great Chosen are after. All the more reason to get there. swiftly. I have no reason to doubt the Guildmaster's information. Only her conclusions. The Stone Lord she described sounds nothing like Minsk. As for the name, well, a bad joke, perhaps. The time of troubles ended almost a century and a half ago. I weathered the years between with all the elven grace you have no doubt come to expect. But do you know how Minsk, a human, passed those years? I'll give you a hint. They named him the Beloved Ranger. No? It was a statue, dedicated to one of the city's lost heroes. Only it was that hero, Minsk, frozen in stone for a century, and freed, the story goes, in the city's hour of need. For Minsk it is downright subtle. He shrugged at the whole affair. I still don't know how he came to be petrified. I don't even know how he was freed. Harper work would take me from the city, sometimes for years at a time. The few occasions I visited his monument, well, I took it as a moment for reflection. To think of old friends, and the fight I had to continue in their name. And during all my self-serious brooding, that big, dumb, insufferable buffoon was staring me in the face. That was Minsk's feeling too. Perhaps I shouldn't be working so hard to bring you two together. Ask it.
Here's the 9 fingers.
Look at that crowd! Looks just like a holy fountain, that does.
You're supposed to be looking out for us, not the bloody skies.
Not my fault. Oh, I've got an overactive imagination.
Try and imagine doing your job properly.
Stop! What are you doing? Are you trying to sneak past Tuskgrunts? Do not worry. Guild's friends are Tuskgrunts' friends. And I don't hurt my friends. Unless they deserve it.
Can't keep me out.
mess with us.
Right. Here's one.
The humble home of Frank Peartree.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Right. Down the stairs. Oh, was it up the stairs?
That might be worth a look.
A small hurdle. A tableau of the dead. The work of a proud killer, and a creative one. Dribbles on, judging from the smeared grease paint.
Still breathing, despite everything.
This ought to be good.
No one stopped me yet.
The city is full of criminals. We can't let them know we're vulnerable. Fine. We'll just stand.
Crime scene not open to public by order of the Flaming Fist.
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
Okay. Let's do that, please.
Good luck.
Shame no one cares enough.
Swiftly
Folk don't even think about it much, I bet.
Are the gods truly this petty?
Stormshore Tabernacle. Stormshore Tabernacle.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need. Of course, my child, within limits. Behold my wares.
ready, whatever it takes.
I've got a long road ahead.
It's a shame. Edvard.
The guard is busy with their patrolling. Guard is busy with their...
Cleanse the ill. The cycle comes.
Her power waxes. And soon, the cycle will reach its zenith, should you want it to, or otherwise.
And then what happens?